Alright, no good mornings, no good afternoons, no good nights in this one. We're going to talk about the actual shit show of what happens in the NFT market during a bear market. My last video, I talked about Pixelmon and essentially how bad a shit show of a mint that went. Developers were able to walk away with $70 million. Yeah, holy shit, right? That's a lot of money. I would like that. I could definitely use around $70 million to maybe, use a couple ones to wipe my ass. No, jokes aside, I just want to talk about some of the weird shit that happens during a bear market. This video is going to probably be a little bit more on the shorter side, but anyways, let's get right into it. What's really funny about this market, just NFTs in general, is the community culture is really kick-ass. 95% of the people want to see us winning. I've said this before, and then there's a good 5% that don't. But overall, it's just really funny how the market reacts to certain shit. That being said, when the Pixelmon mint happened, this Pixelmon, its trait is called Kevin. So over Twitter, people started creating Kevin memes, essentially. And Kevin just kind of became this icon in the NFT space. There's some really, really well thought out Kevin memes that were actually hilarious. Not gonna lie, on a real note, this will probably be worth money just for the historical significance of the greatest NFT false advertising ever. Kevin, you might just make it, dog. And I said this on February 28th when the Kevin NFTs were actually exploding. I actually kind of called this to a certain extent because what happened was Twitter blew up. There was a bunch of Kevin memes. It was really funny. Ha 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 ha. But then there was actually several Kevin derivative projects. But then what actually ended up happening is that there were several Kevin derivative projects that were made. And one of these projects specifically, called Kevin Punks, is actually holding a 0.8 Ethereum floor, which is unheard of. Like I said, due to the historical significance of it being the greatest false advertised NFT project, just for shits and giggles, there might be people in the market that actually go out and create a Kevin's based project just because of how stupid the whole entire situation is. And sure as shit, I was right. This 555 item collection being worth 0.8, this collection actually topped out at 1.4 Ethereum, which is actually insane. Surprising that it's holding a 0.8 Ethereum floor. This project's going to die out one way or another. I'm not saying this is going to hold forever because I promise you it won't. It's just a way for people to up their bags, make some money, pull some profits. When we're in a bear market, like I said, a lot of liquidity gets sucked out of blue chip projects all across the board as that money goes into the actual coins themselves because the coins are pumping. During a bear market, individuals just get frisky and look for any way possible to make money. This is a great example of people being ignorant, impatient, and wanting to make some money. So there's some actual good projects that have been dropping. For example, I minted Cartoons. Cartoons was a very hyped up project, has a good following, great community. Its floor is sitting around 0.09 Ethereum, whereas a collection like this is sitting at 0.8. If we take another look at another Kevin derivative, it's at 0.01, yes, but if we take a look at the average price over time, at one point you could have sold for 0.08 Ethereum, and that's around $200 to $300. Yes, it's no invisible friends, Bored Ape Yacht Club, I completely understand, but the point is, if you were able to get this project around this price point, you could have sold a stupid JPEG of Kevin for $250 to $300. Kevin Wunks. This project was not as crazy. Had an average price sale at one point of 0.09 ETH. Now around 0.06 ETH. But look, there's still transactions happening on this stupid Kevin derivative project. During bear markets, people get very impatient and want to make money in any way possible. During bear markets, good projects actually suffer. It's very annoying how stupid derivative projects of a meme of a failed project do well over some of these projects that have been building a community, been building hype over a significant amount of time. The best strategies for a bear market, I said this in my Invisible Friends video, is finding those blue chip NFT projects that dump in price and getting in on them if you truly believe that that project is going to hold value over time. If you don't believe the project is going to hold value over time, that's unfortunate. Obviously, don't buy into it. Projects that have been building hype for a couple of months, just due to the timing of the market and just the timing of what Ethereum is, Bitcoin is, the current price of those cryptos, actual projects that have been trying to establish themselves, give a good floor price to their consumer base, their investors, reap the consequences of those coins going up. Anytime a bear market rolls around, fresh mints are not usually going to see the type of price action that you would usually during a bear market. All these derivative projects picking back up just reminds me of when we had the DAO meta. The DAO meta was a bunch of DAO projects, decentralized anonymous organizations. These NFT projects were just pictures of females and their prices literally pumped to like 7 ETH. These projects had a very limited supply. Because of that, a lot of people were able to control these small NFT projects and pump the price all the way up to 7 ETH, and then it actually held a price for about 2 to 3 days around the 3 to 5 ETH range. If you bought in super early, you were able to make some crazy profits. These Kevin derivatives just remind me of the impatience and what people are willing to do in a bear market when some of the projects that they were hyped about mint and they don't do so well. You have to remember, people are always going to want to find a way to make money, make some ETH when there's a bear market, when projects aren't doing well. Just keep in mind that some of these stupid derivative projects might actually pump during a bear market because people are impatient and unwilling to wait. The main lesson, main point I want you guys to walk away from this video knowing is that people will throw money at a project that is pumping during a bear market, even if it wasn't marketed well on Twitter, wasn't heard of, no word of mouth. People get greedy and are looking for ways to make money in any way they can. Just because you see a derivative project during the bear market and it looks dumb as hell, don't exclude that from possibly being able to make some gains. I'm not saying ape into these projects or buy in at all. Honestly, I don't, even though some of these pump tremendously, I still don't think they are a safe NFT bet. Even though NFTs are not the safest form of investing, these derivative projects that pump during the bear markets are definitely not the wisest decision. At the end of the day, I'm not a financial advisor. You guys do whatever you guys want, but I do suggest staying away, but keeping an eye out for historical significance projects, because you need to understand sometimes these Kevin derivative projects could just be pumping for the sole purpose of the memes that were made and just to kind of say fuck you to the Pixelmon devs, even though they walked away with $70 million. If you guys enjoyed this video, please drop a like, hit that sub button, let me know down in the comments below what projects you guys are looking at. If you guys would be so kindly, please hit me with a follow on Twitter. It's in the description below. I will catch you guys on Twitter. If it's good morning, have a good morning. If it's night, have a good night, and I will catch you guys later. Peace.